take a walk in here. Walk around this locomotive. Oops. There. Oh, wow.
That's Olympia or cat. That's the first thing they wanted to know, or the name of the cats.
Oh.
She's 11 years old.
Wow.
Now, if you reach in there and grab that white cord and pull it on this side. Sure. All the board's optional.
All right.
Well, get on, bitches.
That's an 1896 bell. The original one on this was stolen, so they went to Shreveport, Louisiana, and picked up the bell, brought it back. Later,
Wow.
This is in the movie Oklahoma in 1954. That's why it wasn't scrapped.
Oh, really?
And if you want a nice little picture, go back and look at the trucks on that back of the tender. On the side of the truck,
Uh-huh.
4 initials on that. EP and SW. The first one's up here at SP. The back one over here.
Mm-hmm.
If you look on this stanchion right here, that's the El Paso and Southwestern.
Oh.
That was the other railroad that came into Tucson.
Wow.
Built by the Phelps Dodge Mining Company, and it went from El Paso down to Columbus, the rodeo in New Mexico, came into Douglas, where the big smelter was. Didn't go into Benson, but came up, crossed over to Mescal on the main line. And the power plant out here, when the SP comes north, they kept going around. And if you go right down here on Congress, just before the freeway on that side, you'll see the old El Paso and Southwestern
Oh, really?
Depot.
Oh, cool.
Got here in 1912, where the Southern Pacific got here in 1880.
Right.
And in 1924, copper prices fell, so they sold it to the Southern Pacific. And so they closed that depot on 24
Right.
and moved everybody up here.
Over here. Huh. This is great.
Actually take a video.
This is fantastic.
These old journal boxes were outlawed in 84. You can't run them on the main line. Or the platform.
Yeah. There's a guy, I'm trying to think of the railroad that he's bringing one back to life, a railroad back to life. And he's got an old diesel that had these boxes on it, and they were going through and making sure they're, I don't know if he actually ended up replacing them and making them more modern.
They went through and used some of those latter parts. Instead of buying all new trucks, they just put adapters so they could put Timken roller bearings in there.
Yeah.
And they left the journal box lids off. But,
Right.
Yeah, these they were just taking the grass up here on top. You got the 2 gears here and here.
Right.
From going that way, and then the axle's turned down to about here to keep it from coming this way. On top of this is a piece of cast iron keeper, and the weight of that holds it all together. Down here there would be a big old pad about like this, about that thick with cotton in it, and then they put the oil in there to about here. So that was constantly rubbing in the oil.
Yeah.
The problem was if you fill the oil up to here, there's no gasket or seal on the back side, so it'd leak down and get on the wheel, get on the surface of the wheel. So you got cast iron brake shoes.
Right.
So in the 80s, they would call us and tell us half our train was on fire because all that smoke is burning off.
Yeah.
And then after they burn all the smoke off, they'd throw cast iron against steel and throw sparks. So half your train would be smoking, the other part would be throwing sparks.
Yeah.
So they got a little nervous on that.
I would imagine.
But the biggest problem with these is you can see the empty weight, the tear weight, versus a loaded weight. So at the end of the day, on jointed rail, they bounced a little bit.
Yeah.
Told Jason that day to go watch
brass being soft.
Yeah, I worked on a rip track for a while, and we'd replace those, put the coil springs instead of